guys? It's Shantae. Brown Sugar Talk under Brown Sugar Talk. Oh, y'all, why does Tumblr now have a fucking live? I don't know which one. Which phone can I use Tumblr on? I don't know if I can use it on this one. I can use it on this one. I was like, Tumblr? Tumblr's in the house. Tumblr's in the MFN house. Oh, add description, tag your screen. So today's show is called Normal. There we go. So today's show is called Normal. Let's see if I can do Instagram. Oh, yay. So I'm back on Brown Sugar on Instagram. All right. So let's talk about normal in a relationship. It's like locking up on Instagram. I don't know why. Let's see. Hey. So let's try it again. Let's try once more.
Punch would have never stood for this. No, literally, because we all know.
Okay. It keeps locking up, y'all. It's locking. Let's lock. What is it locking for? What is it lock? That's because I just heard that girl. What is it locking for? That's Punk Twitter just never did this. She is so freaking cute. Lynn Monet, I think that's her name. Lynn Monet. This smells like dog poop or something. Why does it smell like that? I don't even wear this coat. I think it's my fourth time wearing it. Okay, it still says blocked. All right, guys, I'm sorry. That's it, baby. Okay, baby, let's talk about normal. So the first thing we're gonna talk about today is like this self-care wheel because when you are, oh, I gotta go live on her. God, I forgot to hit the button. I forgot, and then let me tweet this.
All right, guys. I'm sorry. Let's see.
I need to mute. Okay, so that's it. So let's talk about normal. So the first thing I want to talk about is this self-care wheel because this is normal. Like if you really want to think about like what it is, trying to make this bigger. What it is that's normal. Okay, so let's think about psychological. You want to have self-reflection, therapy, journal, self-awareness. This is still that like shadow work stuff I was talking about. sensory engagement, aromatherapy, draw, paint, go to a symphony or ballet. Also check out PBS, or your Kara channel, like your free channel in your city. For us in Illinois, it's Kara and PBS. Um, what is it? Relax in the sun, garden, read a self help book, join a support group, think about meetup, all those different places. Think about your positive qualities. Practice asking and researching help. One thing I'm working on this month with my brown sugar, with my Black Unicorn channel, is the whole thing of like just getting to know yourself, like through those tests, like so through personality tests. So psychological, that is actually what you are trying to get to. It's your personality test. You understand? It's your personality test. So it's like when you're practicing and asking and receiving help, practice asking and receiving help. Like that'll help you too. Like if you're a person, like I'm a person that doesn't always want help from people, it actually hurts my feelings to have to like stick out my hand and say, "Can you please give me help?" Physical, safe housing, regular medical care, eat healthy, exercise, be sexual. Masturbation is good. I think water-based lubes are like actually better than the other ones. Like those are like actually safer. Get enough sleep, take vacations, take time off, massages, acquaintance, um, bubble baths, kiss, ask for nurture, like ask for hugs and stuff. It's okay for you to get a hug. Take a walk. I'm telling myself that because sometimes I be like, don't fucking touch me. Don't even fucking think about it. If you're not that man, don't touch. If you are at this point, it's Oriolis. If I'm can no, I can't see or I haven't seen them, y'all. It's like that'll be the last. That'll be the next man I get a hug from. It's the same man. To that man say I'm his woman or whatever we dating, like nah, for real, I don't want no hug from. Don't touch me. Take a walk. Turn off your cell phone. Get some me time. That's something else you want to do. Like that's the physical part of self care. Professional. Take time for lunch. Set boundaries, especially with coworkers. Like some people cross the line. Do not work overtime unless you have to. I like working overtime. I'm sorry, unless you have to. Leave work at work. Do Let me see if I can flip this a little bit. I can't turn it, y'all. How do I turn it? Not turn it. Okay, so do not work during your time off. I am a stickler for that. If it's my time off, like my kids know, like as a teacher, I have to say, hey, don't come into my room and think that me and you are about to talk. It's like, don't come into my room at this time and think that this is your time. This is actually my time. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like if they can't understand that, you have to actually give them that time. If you have children, you have to teach them that, and your husband too. So children, like I teach, like if you we used to do this thing as teachers or whatever, like we have a meltdown. Like I tip, like if you are really like going in the kitchen and it's like dishes everywhere, it's okay for you to have a meltdown and then cool off. So then you teach your kids, this is my meltdown and this is my cool off. So it's like, okay, well, I'm gonna take a time out. I'm just gonna sit here and because you don't always have to say take a time out. If you teach them to regulate their emotions, then they'll regulate their emotions. So it's like, do you feel like you need a timeout? You know what I'm saying? Like, and then it's a positive thing. Like, it's not something negative. It's like, like I go in the kitchen, it's like dishes everywhere, and I'm just like, oh my God, I cannot take this today. I am so overwhelmed. Even your vocabulary will carry to your child. I am so overwhelmed. I'm going to go sit here and have a timeout. And so then you could ask them for suggestions too. Like, do you think I should do this tomorrow? Or do you think that I should just take a break and then do it later? Or do you think I could just soak the dishes? Like, what do you think I should do? And so your kids will tell you. And that is it. Like, it's like even the older kids, like, what do you think we should do about this situation? And so sometimes the older kids will be like, man, mom, I'll just help. I'll do it and you could just go chill out. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, have a meltdown and then you teach them how to regulate emotions because sometimes it's like we just get so negative about emotions and it's like emotions are not negative. So I'm telling you that from a professional standpoint, even with your spouse or whatever, you just again talk to him about it. Like you don't have to have a full meltdown, but you can sit there and talk to him about it, or your partner. Like, hey man, I'm just like, I think it's so cool that they now have this like octopus that like gives you that shows your feelings. So if it's on red, like if you're in your period, if it's on red, don't talk to me. If it's on yellow or whatever color, other color it is, you can like, it is perfectly okay for you to be in this space with me. And so that's some things that you guys need to really pay attention to. Get regular supervision, get support from colleagues, take normal health days off. Oh my God, I used to have this boss, and she just like is so freaking nosy. Like y'all, that's why I'm still being stalked now. So she's a really nosy person. So she would actually want you to come in and feel bad about being off. You don't have to feel bad about taking your day off. If it is written into your contract, or if you have a day that you can take every month or whatever, or you have sick days and you might lose them for the pay, all that different stuff, it is okay for you to sit your butt at home and call it and say, can't make it in today, I'm sick. Take it. Take your sick day. It's like it's so important so you can just like relax. Take the kids to school, get them some lemonade, you can take them lunch. If not kids, you can just treat yourself. You can just sit around the house in pajamas. Who cares? But take a day off. Learn to say no. Plan your new career move. That's it. Don't stand still. Don't stand still. Make sure when you take the day off, sometimes you just look and see, is this applicable to what I'm doing, and what is. You see what I'm saying? So on those days off, that's what you want to do. Read magazines, look at it, figure out what it is you want, what you need, go over some numbers, whatever you think it is that you need to do. You know what I'm saying? Balance your checkbook, everything that you think you need to do to make that next move. Um, Take a class, take a vacation, and sick days. See, that's good. Okay, next, learn who you are. This is personal. Figure out what you do, what you want in life. And today, like for real, y'all, on my other channel, on Black Unicorns, today was like the sexual orientation quiz. Take the sexual orientation quiz. Like I did not know I could be 7.1% homosexual. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like I really know why. And it's because I'm a gyna somebody. And it's like I'm actually attracted to female things. Like I'm androgynous, you know what I'm saying? But it's like I'm actually attracted to female. I love being a girl, but I don't want to sleep with a girl. Y'all understand what I'm saying? So it's like that attraction is to femininity, you know? So it's like sometimes you just like gotta look at this stuff and figure yourself out. Figure out what you want in life. Um, Play short and long term. Oh, plan. Oh my God, plan. Short and long term goals. Make a vision board. Foster friendships. Go on dates. Get coffee with a friend. Get out of debt. Just relax. Write a poem or a book. Spend time with your family. Cook out. Learn to play guitar. So those are things you can do in your personal life. What's the vibes? I don't know. What is the vibes? Are you talking about from my other show? I don't know what the vibes is. So self-reflection, go into nature, find spiritual community, self cherish, meditate, sing, dance, play, be inspired, be take yoga, play with the children, bathe in the ocean, watch movies, or watch sunsets, pray, find a spiritual mentor, volunteer for a cause, foster self-forgiveness. If you guys ever want to find like a spiritual mentor, like for real, yoga is the place to go. Yoga. And if you haven't tried booty yoga, try booty yoga. Booty yoga is the bomb. But if you ever need that, sometimes you can be in yoga class and you'll be sitting next to somebody that is so cool. I always like when somebody's like, well, Shantae, you can use this. Like I hate sage. So then this person, she gave me the stick, the Palo Santo, and it's like it was like so much better for me. So it's like if you're just on a spiritual journey, or you get to a point where you're in yoga and it's like it's a spiritual movement for you, go ahead and pick up you a spiritual person. It's almost like having an AA coach. I'm not joking. Affirmations. This is emotional. You want self-love, self-compassion. Like I was saying, like whenever you're doing something, whenever you're teaching, whenever you're learning for yourself, be good to yourself. Don't be like kicking yourself in the butt. Be good to yourself. Like so serious. Don't be, oh, you stupid. No, oh, you beautiful girl, you just made a mistake. Laugh at yourself because that is going to help you build who you are. Like it is like build a positive person for your, like build a positivity. You know what I'm saying? Build something good around yourself. You know, welcome in love. It's okay. Cry if it's an emotional thing. Social justice engagement. Oh, social justice engagement. Laugh. Say I love you. Watch a funny movie, find a hobby, hire a what is it? Oh God, flirt, buy yourself a present, cuddle with your pet, tell yourself you are gorgeous, and the last one is practice forgiveness, and that's it. So when you're actually there and you're like giving yourself that forgiveness, that pep talk, that is something that you want to think about all year too. I'm getting to know myself. So now I practice forgiveness. Okay. If I was mean before, do I have to stay mean? If I was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, be good to yourself. This will not go away at all. It just stay in there. I'm just like trying to delete this little graphic, and this graphic is like there forever. Okay, it's gone. Good job, graphic. Go. Okay, so next, this isn't a normal relationship. And so that's what I did that for. It's like so that you know the groundwork of like getting to what's normal. Because sometimes we'll be in a relationship and it'll be like you're thinking to yourself, I don't know what this is. If you've been in a household where you didn't really see your family being a couple, your mother and father being a couple, or you've been in a situation where you work all the time. Like I used to be in situations where I worked all the time, but I knew how to date. You know what I'm saying? So I would go out every once in a while. So these are normal relationships, different love languages. Them not showing love the way you do does not mean they do not love you. It is like the best example. I was watching like this reality show or this reality show meme where the girl is like, I want a freaking wedding. Like, don't tell me that you're broke. Don't tell me anything else. I want a wedding. So he's like, well, I don't know what I can do. I don't know this, that, and the other. And it's like, wait a minute. This is her love language. That is why she's shouting about it. It's not mine. If a man told me, well, I think we should have a small wedding, guess what? I'm about to plan the smallest wedding that we can have and save the money. But she is saying, wait a minute, I can't do that. I want a glamorous wedding. You said you were going to pay for it. So now that is what I want. You see? And she's like, okay, if you can't make that happen, then this is what I need from you. And so it is like that's her love language. You understand? Like that is her love language. Like so many people get mad and upset. And it's like, don't get mad at her and don't get in that relationship because that is her love language. But now you know that's not his. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like if they took the time and took the love language quiz, they could actually learn how to love each other better. If they want to really be together, that's an important quiz for them to take. And so it's like that's what you have to do. You have to get to know a person's love language and then speak to them in that way. Not always talking. Quiet time is completely fine. Some people get into relationships and they don't know how to sit down. They don't know how to discuss. They don't know how to do anything. You understand? So it's like they will come in and talk a lot. And I just had this situation with my sister. I came in her house. I came down. I moved back from Texas, and I just don't talk a lot. Me and my son, I got my son. Like I don't have to talk to my sisters now. You understand? I don't have to talk to anybody. And when my son is with me, we do the same thing. We sit in silence until we get back to the house or get in the car. It's just something we do. We're not trying to be mean. It's just something we do. We're not upset about anything. My sister could not take the silence. It was nothing to be said. So the person it's like they want you to say something. It's like there's nothing to say. I have nothing to say to you. Everything is perfectly fine. It's just that I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk to you at all. Not knowing what you want sometimes. That's normal in a relationship. You could be in between jobs. And so the job is more important at that point. And there's nothing wrong with that. You understand what I'm saying? Right now, I enjoy this job. This job is good to me. So I'm not thinking on that level of a relationship. Or maybe I don't have time for that relationship. And so it's like, that's okay. It's okay. Take a break. Look at it the way you want to. It's okay for you to take time for yourself because you yourself want to be a healthy person. You yourself want to grant somebody a healthy relationship. So again, that's what you're thinking about this year. Healthy relationships, getting that time for yourself, thinking about what you really want in life and in that relationship. You don't have to be forced into something that you don't want. Not always communicating and texting via phone. It's okay for you to. Me and my son are so good at this. It'll be like, hey, I will talk to you on Monday. It's Friday. We know we got a big weekend ahead of us. I'll talk to you on Monday. Guess what? My son to be like, nah, I got to talk to you tomorrow. I don't even have to tell him to get off the phone. So it's just like, I will talk to you tomorrow. It's just like one of the greatest things. I'm just like, good. And his friends give him space too. You don't want to be in a situation where, what you mean you can't talk to me and then they end up at your door? And it's like, well, for real, this is just time for us. This is our family time. I gotta get a facial. You sound he don't want to tell everybody on the phone, I'm getting a facial right now. My mama has to squeeze my feet right now. He doesn't want to tell his business, but that's what's happening. So it's like, okay, I just want to really enjoy this time with my mother. Are we about to build something right now? So it's like he doesn't want to say that it's not this time. That's not the time that he wants to share with other people. So it's like, please know that that is okay. It's normal to have that in a relationship changing as you change and grow as a person. Yeah, right. Because sometimes you may have to go back and retake some tests or talk about what's going on, or ask those deep shadow questions like, is there something going on with me? Or is there, how am I moving? Is this person moving with me or not? So I was just at I was at like a Waffle House or a breakfast place, and the girl is like, he isn't moving with me. You know what I'm saying? He's not. I'm trying to grow and be something bigger, and he wants me to stay in this spot. And I've been in the same situation too, where I want to move to a better house or a better environment. And the person is like, nah, I don't want to. Nah, we this good enough for us right here. And it's like, no, that's not good enough for us right here. You gotta no, you gotta go. It's time for you to go, brother. It's time for you to go, homie. You know what I'm saying? Because I have to grow. You can't do that with me. Then if we get into a long-term relationship, this will happen again. You'll hold me back from something else. Like, nah, I don't need you. Being grossed out by something your partner does, it'll come. I've been in a situation where I could not stand the way the man ate, y'all. It's just like the way he ate and put it in his, I can't. Your partner, not being obligated to fulfill every single need of yours. Right. They can tell you no. And you have to accept the no. Just because you're dating a person does not mean they have to always give you a yes. I don't want a yes man. I need somebody to tell me the truth. Like, no, baby, I can't do that to you all the time. You gotta do that for yourself. I myself like an independent man. I like a man that like does most of those things himself. I got time for love, and I don't got time to be picking up your clothes, cleaning up your car, telling you about your shoes. You need to be able to do that yourself. You know what I'm saying? I'm an older woman, so it's like, yeah, I need for you to do that yourself. I can't do that. I ain't your mama. I ain't your mama. Not having a lot of similar interests, movies, music, activities, but strongly sharing the same values. So what they're saying is like in my relationship, if my partner doesn't enjoy my movies, my music, my activities, then I need a partner that will give me space to enjoy that with other people. Because I will give him space to enjoy it with other people too. Not that I'm polyamorous, I'm just a big minded person. I want my partner to be happy. So it's like if I want you to make me happy too. Like, so it's like when I say that to you, I'm not saying let's go out and cheat. Let's go out and do this. If it's movies that you don't like I'm like into science, all that stuff, I can take my son with me because he's into science. You understand what I'm saying? If he's into um what is this gossip and housewives, and he has a friend that comes over and she's like, get the popcorn, buddy, this is housewives central. Y'all, I would wait on them all fucking weekend. I'm not joking. Even if it's a woman, I would help them put their feet up, get them slippers and everything else so they can enjoy themselves for that weekend, having that fucking housewives reunion, whatever, if that's what they want to do. If he's into rock and roll and he has somebody he wants to go with, go. I'm staying the fucking home. I want to hear that shit. Activities, you something, because I'm into y'all. I'm talking about anytime Erykah Badu is in the area, I would sell something. I'm talking about I would sit in the cheapest seats. I work the concert. I do every goddamn thing I can to get to Erykah Badu. It's not a joke. So it's like if he and Erykah Badu and Michelle Ndegeocello, y'all talking about Beyonce and all, it's like Erykah Badu and Michelle Ndegeocello, they gonna get my money every goddamn time. It's like I will be there. I'm borrowing cars. I'm taking a bus. I'm getting there. Even if I had to stand outside the door, I'm gonna be there. Activities. That's the same thing. It's like I like to give space for the person to be able to do what they want to do. And so it's like I don't want to. Sometimes I don't want to do all that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like a woodwork person. Like I do all these other things, 3D printing. You understand what I'm saying? That person might not leather. I want to work with leather, all this stuff. He might not be into maker spaces with all these geeks that I be around. So it's like, yeah, you don't have to do that with me, but give me space to do it with them. Differences in opinions and viewpoints that will open your world up to a whole new space. It's the same thing with having children at different ages. So if you have a 20-year-old, then a 10-year-old, and a 3-year-old, you're gonna have a good life. They all gonna teach you something great. Feeling bored at times. I think boredom is not a feeling. I think that's just an act of mental health. I don't know. And then not feeling attracted to your partner 100% of the time. If you don't feel attracted to them like 100% of the time, it's okay. Sometimes you do feel like this is my friend. Look at me, y'all. I'm dressed like a fucking man today. I'm for real. What am I expecting this man to feel from me today? Until I take this damn shirt off. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like even that, like, but I do this outside the house. You see what I'm saying? So it's like you're not gonna always have that type of attraction, but still be able to talk and have fun. Still be able to think of it as a positive situation. Um, Still be able to think of everything as a positive situation. I cannot believe this computer does this. 30 minutes and they know I'm doing the show. So anyway, that's it, y'all. It's Brown Sugar Talk under Brown Sugar Talk, y'all. I am telling you guys to have like the greatest day. I am also on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. And I also upload the show onto Instagram under Brown Sugar Talks with the S or Brown Sugar Talk. Okay. Anyway, that's it. It's Shantae Brown Sugar Talk. You see my picture on there. You see my picture. So anyway, that's it. Just like and subscribe if you can follow. Have a great day.